Hello guys, once again welcome to my channel. My name is Roland from R.O.L Designs. So today we'll be designing this test on my screen. As you can see, is designed already. So we'll be designing this from scratch. So I urge all of you to watch this video to the end for a maximum understanding of the concept. And by the way, if you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button and don't miss a video update. So without wasting much time guys, let's get started. Fine, I'll leave this here and we start a new sketch. Alright, so I'll open new part. Alright, I would like to start this sketch on the front plane. Alright, I'll grab my center line. I'll make this horizontal with infinite length. Alright, so I need another one vertical. Okay, so at this point I need a line this way and that way. Okay, I need another one. Alright, so I need to make this line symmetric. Alright, I'll grab my dimensions. I'll make this 1000 millimeters. Okay, so I'll make this angle 37 and this will be 37. Alright, so I'll dimension this too and I'll make this 1000. Alright, so at this point I would like to offset. I'd like to offset this to this. Before offset, I want this one to be broken lines. Okay, so I'll offset this line to a distance of 150. Alright, so I need to close this for flange. So once this is done, I'll get my sheet metal commands, base flange. Alright, and this will be 12. Alright, I want this to be 12 millimeters. Okay, so I'll start a new sketch again on this face, but to start with the sketch I need to change to perspective view and change this to white. Alright, so I'll start a new sketch on this face. Alright, so I will show the previous sketch. I'll convert this to okay, then I'll hide my sketch. I will offset these two lines. Okay, I'll do them one by one. I'll reverse this. Okay, I would like to delete this one, and I need to get my center line again. Alright, so at this point I would like to close this part and trim out. Okay, so when I'm here I would like to extend this line a bit down here and there. Alright, so I will trim out and give dimensions. I want this to be 70. Okay, so I'll get back to my sheet metal command and extrude, but this time around I'll extrude reversing the direction, sorry, and I won't merge. Okay, so once I've done this, I would like to come down here to start a new sketch. Okay, so I'll just convert this line. Alright, and as well as this line. Okay, so I'll draw this up a bit. Okay, alright, so I'll give dimensions. I want this to be 80. Okay, so I'll trim out this part and I'll get my flange. So I'll reverse this flange and override the thickness. So I'll make this thickness of 6. Okay, I'll just make this 8. Alright, so I'll get my edge flange. Okay, so I'll change this to 4, radius of 4, and this will be 80 as well. My custom bend allowance, my bend reliefs. Okay, so this is fine to go. Alright, as you can see. So at this point, I would like to mirror these two to the other side, but to do that, I think I'll just create some holes here right away. Okay, so I'll get my circle tool, 1, 2 holes. So I'll make this equal and make them horizontal. Okay, so dimensions, I want this to be 12, and from this part to this edge, I want this to be 30. I want these two to be a distance of 150 apart. Okay, it's too far. I want it to be 140. Alright, to the top, 40. Okay, so once this is done, I'll cut through all. Okay, alright, so I'll mirror this to the other side. I'll mirror this to the other side, but once again I need to create another cut to the top. So this time I'll change my view. Okay, so I need 4 circles. So I'll make all this equal. Okay, this will be vertical, and these two horizontal, vertical. So I'll give dimensions 12. So this from this part will be 20. And this to the other part will be 20 as well. Okay, so these two will have a distance of 75. Alright, so I'll change back my view and I'll cut. Okay, so I'll cut. Alright, so once this cut is done, I would like to mirror this to the other part. So I'll get my right plane, mirror bodies. I'll choose this body and this body. Alright, so the mirror is done. So next, I'll create another plane. I want to create a plane here to mirror all this to the other side. So plane, I'll select this and I'll go distance of 350. Alright, so once this is done, I'll mirror again. I'll select this plane, mirror bodies. I will highlight all and mirror. Alright, so we have this now. So next will be this top part. I'll start a new plane here. I'll start a new sketch on this face. Normal to plane. Okay, I can now hide this plane. Okay, so I'll grab my corner rectangle. I'll select this corner. and that corner. Okay, so I'll go back to my sheet metal command, my flange, base flange. I'll override the parameters and make this 6 and give this a thickness of 6. So maybe 6 wouldn't be nice. Let me give it 4. Alright, so I'll get my edge flange this way, this, and this edge. Okay, so I want this to go down 50. 50 is too much. I'll make this 30. Okay, I go 15. Alright, my custom bend allowance, the reliefs. Okay, so I'll give a radius of 2. Alright, okay, so at this point I need to create some cuts, but let me continue. I want to start another sketch again on this face. Alright, normal to plane. Okay, so I want to dimension this line. This part to be 250, 265. Wait a minute. 250. I'll get my sheet metal command. I'll extrude this, change direction to surface, to this surface. Okay, so I'll override the thickness to 4 and the radius of 2. I'll activate my commands, my key factor. Okay, so at this point I'll go for my edge flange. My edge flange. I could use the meter flange, but I want to go with the edge flange. Oh, come on. Okay, alright, and this edge. Alright, so this will be 30 bend allowance. Okay, 30. That is perfect. And I will exit. Alright, so at this point I want to pattern all this up. I want to pattern this. I want to make a pattern of these steps. So I'll go to my features, go to my linear pattern. I want it to go this direction. So I'll select this line and I'll select the body. This body to go up. I need 5 of this. Distance of 260. Sorry, distance of 250. Alright. Okay. But to do this, first of all, I need to work on this part. I need to change this to 200. Okay, so let me go for my pattern again. I'll select the edge. I'll select the body. Okay, I'll change the direction. So we go 200. Alright, it's not still working out, so let me get back to our previous steps. Okay, so I like to view this. pattern. Alright, 260. Alright, this went 260 up. And let me check the other part. Alright, 200. Okay. So we'll get back to our initial. Okay. So at this point, I made this 200 and it goes up to 60. Alright, so I'll get my pattern. Select my pattern. Select this edge. Go to body. Select this body. 5 and 260. Alright. Okay, so once this is done, I want to create some cuts for some bolts. So I'll start a new sketch on this face, and at this point I want to change my view again. Okay, so I'll grab my circle around here and one there. So I'll make these two equal. Alright, and make them horizontal. Okay, so once they're made horizontal, I will dimension 12, and I want this to be at the center, so this should be 15. Alright, so 15 will really interfere. Alright, and I'll give dimensions to the edge, 25 to the edge, and from this to that I want them to be 160 apart. These two walls to be 160 apart. So I will change my view again. Alright, so I would like to pattern again before cutting. So I'll go to my pattern. This time around I will select this edge again and these holes. Alright, so these holes, I'll change direction. They have to go 260 apart, then 5 patterns. Okay, so if this is done, I would like to create some cuts. So this cut should go through all. But to create this cut, I need another cut up here. So I'll just add the cut before proceeding. No, alright, let's just go this cut and start a new sketch for the next cut. So let's cut through both. Alright. Okay, so at this point we have our cuts done. I would like to mirror all the steps to the other side. So I'll get my right plane, go to mirror, bodies, I'll select all this. Okay, and mirror to the other part, to the other side. But I should have chosen my cuts. So I'll go back, open my tree, and include my cut. Okay. I don't think the cuts are included, so let me include the cut by mirroring. Okay, I'll select my right plane, features, cut. Okay, so we have our cuts too on the other side. So I want to create some cuts here too as well to hold this top panel. So I'll create a sketch. And this time around I want to change my view again so I can see behind there. Okay, alright. So these holes have actually gone higher, which I will change later. So I'll need some sketches here. Or I can equally use this sketch. Yeah, this way I can equally use these holes to hold it. But I want to create a new holes. Okay. So I need something here as well. I need my center line. Alright. So I need these three horizontal. Okay. And I want it to be equal. Okay. So I'll give dimensions 12. Okay. So this one too, I want it to be 65. Alright. So I'll give dimensions. I'll change these holes later. So I'll give dimensions. This should come down 20. Alright. So once I've done all this, I'll mirror to the other side. Alright. So once this is done, I'll proceed with the cut, which will go through all. Alright. Okay, so once this is done, I want to work on these holes. Alright, so I want these cuts down to 60. Okay. Alright. So at this point, we need some pipes at the edges. So to start with this, I will create a plane. So I'll select this face and it should be 30. Okay, 30. Fine. So I'll start a new sketch. Normal to plane. I will hide this plane. Alright. So I'll offset the edges, this edge, and that edge. So this will be 300. I'll offset again. Okay, to 600. Alright. So at this point, I'll create a line down here. Okay. So I'll quickly give dimensions, but to do that, I need a line down here to join with this point. Okay. So I'll give dimensions from this line to this point. Should be 430. 430. Okay. So from this line to that line should be 300. Okay. But to make this 300, first of all, let me delete this. Okay. So 300. Alright. And an angle of 45. And then angle of 45. No. Of 45. Okay. So lastly, I want to dimension this point of the circle to this edge, which will be 70. Alright. Alright. So I'll create another line here again. Okay, let me just mirror. Okay, mirror. Alright. So I'll get my trim tool, and there should be one line here as well. Okay, so I'll grab my trim tool, trim this out, trim this, and trim this. Okay, so at this point I'll give dimensions to this edge be 70. Alright, I'll grab my fillet. Forgot to trim this. Okay, I'll grab my fillet, choose this point, this point, this point, and that point. So that will be 200. Alright, fillet again, this point, yes, yes, will be 300. Alright, so at this point I can trim, but I will do that with the WELDMENT trim command. So at this point I'll go to my WELDMENT. I'll first of all exit this sketch, go to my WELDMENT structure. Okay, I need to search for some pipes. Okay, this pipe is okay. Alright, so I'll select this line. Alright, so I'll come for the next pass again, and this time around I'll go for this. Alright, okay, the next pass I'll come for this. Alright, this. Alright, lastly this. Alright, so I'll hide the sketch at this point and trim. So I'll get my trim. I want to trim these two, starting with these two, if possible this one. So I will select the bodies. Okay, so I won't allow extension, but this part is broken. So I will do that again, but this time I will do it 2 by 2. I'll take these two first, trim them out. Okay, I'll go to the next, trim again, and trim this. I'll select my round. Okay, alright, so I'll go for the last. Now this is not trimmed. Let me trim that. Okay, alright, so this is trimmed out as well. Alright, so at this point I want to add flanges here. Normal display. Okay, I'll offset to a distance of 10, and I will offset the other part. Sorry, I'll offset the other part as well to a distance of 10. Okay, so I can convert this, convert entities. Okay, I'll create a line to join these 2 points together. Alright, so I will trim out. Okay, so I'll get to my sheet metal commands, base flange. Alright, as you can see, so I will turn the direction of the flange Okay, so I've changed the direction. I'll override the thickness to 10. All right, so once this is done, I'll mirror it to the other side. So I'll get my right plane. Okay, my mirror command. Okay, so I'll select this body to be mirrored to the other side. All right, as you can see, it is done. So I'll create another one on this face. So I will start a new sketch and I'll offset again to a distance of 10. Offset again to a distance of 10. Okay, so I'll join these 2 points in a line. So I'll trim out. Okay, fine. This is trimmed out nicely. Next will be base flange. I will override thickness as well as I did previously, to a distance of 10. Okay, so at this point we can still see a gap. So what I can do is I won't use any different thickness, but I would pattern. So when this is done, the welders will take care of that. So I will select this body to pattern. I will change the direction. So as you can see, all right, so okay, so it's patterned nicely and the welders will take care of that. All right, so next will be mirror. I'll mirror all this to the other part at the other side. So I will go for a plane which I created earlier on, this plane. Okay, I'll use this plane to mirror everything to the other side. So I'll get my body's mirror. I'll select this flange, select these two. All right, so now I'll start selecting my pipes. Okay, so once everything is selected, okay, and it's done. So it is all mirrored to the other side, as you can see. So I want to be assigning materials now, because this will be aluminium with diamond texture. So this is it. I'll save again, and next we will assign the bolts. So next will be the bolts. So I'll go to assembly. Okay, so I'll bring the second steps which I saved. All right, so at this point we are going to assign bolts. So quickly, I will go to my toolbox. Okay, so I'll be assigning the bolts one by one. Quickly, I'll get my bolts. I want to use a structural bolts. Okay, M12, distance of 30 is okay. All right, so I skip this video. I skip the parts of the bolts. So I assign the bolts on one side, on one face, as you can see, and I selected everything with this plane, and I'm about to mirror it to the other side. Okay, so I assigned the bolts on one side and now mirror to the other side. So as you can see, I've selected everything already, all the bolts to be mirrored to the other side. So I'll move ahead and click OK. Yeah, so the bolts should be on the other side. So as you can see, this is our stairs, which is done nicely. Let me assign a color. Let's see. All right, so you can see this is the stairs we designed today. So guys, if you like this tutorial, hit the subscribe button